Let me go to Torrie in Detroit. He's on line 8. Torrie.
Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing, Glenn?
I'm good. How are you? How was your trip down here? Torrie, if you don't remember, is the guy who lost his job with SEIU because he started telling the truth. He has been a fan. He's a black American that is just been standing up in Detroit and is not real popular because of it. How are things down here when you got down here?
Things down there was hot, but it was lovely. You know, from the moment we stepped off the plane, I want to give thanks to everybody at Mercury, everybody at The Blaze, everybody at Freedom Works, Brett, Lindsay, Virginia, Zachary, Sydney, the entire staff. They gave me and my wife so much love that it's unexplainable how a person can come from Detroit, go down to Texas, and don't know anybody there, but they treated us like we were family. And we became family that weekend. That brought me and my family down to Texas, and we were very humbled about this experience. We went to, I believe it was Grapevine Lake. We cleaned up the riverbank. The people that we were hooked up with from Group Bus A that was in Israel, They embraced us. They gave my wife advice on breastfeeding because this is her first child, you know, and it was just humbling. And I'm really, really excited about being there. I just don't have the words to explain what you guys did for us.
I'm glad you came, and Pat has some. You have some breastfeeding advice too for Torrie, don't you?
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it?
No,
yeah,
I wouldn't.
You didn't breastfeed.
I didn't breastfeed at all.
Now
I didn't.
Now your wife
at all.
insisted that she would.
Now my wife did.
Yeah,
yes,
but you said no.
I said no to breastfeeding, and
Right.
and Torrie, I would just say no to breastfeeding. Just say no. All right.
I'm not going to do that.
All right. Well, okay.
Okay.
I personally think. I mean, I'm in the male La Leche League, and
What was that?
You're in. Really?
yeah, I'm in La Leche.
I didn't realize
male,
that.
the male
Okay.
La Leche.
All right. Yeah. And so you're all about male
That's why
breastfeeding.
that's why I'm growing my breasts so large.
Okay.
You know.
All right. Yeah, I was wondering.
I was thinking there for a while I might be pregnant,
Mm-hmm.
but it turns out I'm not. But I'm just ready in
Are they
case.
tender?
They
right
are
now?
a little tender right now, and I think. Well, they're not gonna. I don't think they'll ever produce milk, but they might produce licorice at some point.
I think just gravy comes out of mine.
Is this too far? Is this too much?
It's a tad.
Is it too soon? Is it too soon on the breastfeeding story to start making fun of it?
You're just a couple thousand miles past the exit. That's all.
Okay. All right. Right. Well, I mean, let me tell you something. If I could just get my breast into my mouth, if it would actually produce like red vines, I'd never leave the movie theater.
Sorry, Torrie, we took that an ugly direction.
way. And
but it was great. It was great to have you here, and I'm,
you're still looking for a job, aren't you? Sorry.
Yes, I am. Lindsay called me this morning. A gentleman called the show yesterday and wanted my phone number. And she called me and gave me his information, so I have to call him this afternoon. But, Glenn, whatever you did to my wife, she's in love with you.
Well, it happens. Chicks dig me.
Mm-hmm.
We watched the interview yesterday on her cell phone, and she said, look at us. Don't we make a good couple together? I said, wow. I said, okay, I'm going to tell him he's a home wrecker now.
Torrie, what do you were working for SEIU. You were working at the hospital, and you were an X-ray tech?
No. I worked for a contract company for the hospital, and SEIU was our union representation.
Okay, so
my job duties was to dispose of trash and biohazard bodily waste. That was my job description.
That is a fun gig.
Yeah, it was
That's
very
a fun gig.
You know, especially when I would come in on a Monday morning and they didn't have anybody on the night shift to empty any trash or biohazard, and it would be left on me. And when I would bring it to management's attention and the union's attention, they would say, well, Torrie, you got to do it. We didn't have nobody. I said, wow. Is that how I'm getting treated around here? And then I would talk to my coworkers about issues that was going on. And only time they would mention it is if we were at lunch or on break behind closed doors. But when we were in meetings, no one said a word. It was always me. And they would isolate themselves from me so they wouldn't get reprimanded like I did.
Well, you know what? You did the right thing. And if there's anybody within the sound of my voice that wants to get Torrie and his wonderful wife and family out of Detroit and into real work, you want to give out your phone number? That'd probably be an email address, Torrie?
Well, I don't have an email yet. Not quite. But I will have one in a few weeks.
Okay.
Because I talked to Virginia yesterday, and she's hooking us up with that computer you donated us, and we're really grateful for that.
Okay, well, you call us.
That was a blessing.
You call us back and set up some sort of a Gmail account where the government can read it, and then what? And then go ahead and call us back, and then when you have an account, then we'll put you on the air again, and hopefully somebody will give you a job, man.
Okay, and I want to give a shout out to Big Dave from Utah. He gave me some real inspirational words when we were cleaning up Grapevine Lake. He is a great guy, and I hope he's listening because he embraced us the whole 9 yards we were there, and I appreciated it.
Was it about licorice? All right, man. Talk to you, Torrie.
Thank you.
My best to your wife.